Alright guys, so I wanted to do a quick tutorial here on the Align Panel worksheet. So once you download it from Schoology, it should only be 2 pages like so. And the Align tool, or Align Panel, is super handy guys and super easy. So we'll start off with the first one. It's asking us to use horizontal left alignment. So for this you want to either box select all of the 4 squares, or you can click on them individually and you hold down Shift as you're clicking on these so you can select multiple. The Align tool or alignment panel should be by default in your properties panel over here. However, if you don't see it anywhere here or in your collapse panels, you can always come to Window up in your menu bar and then look for whatever panel you might not see right away. If it has a check mark, it's just showing you that it is there. But let's say I don't have it and I click Align. It's going to give me a duplicate little window over here too. Now I don't like having it floating around, so I'm just going to dock it somewhere over here. All right, so left align would be this one right here, horizontal align left. And then I'll go ahead and click on it and all of the squares should align to the left side horizontally. All right, so I'm going to move on to number 2. I'm going to box select all 4 of these squares. And it wants me to align them horizontal center, so I'm going to click on horizontal align center. All right. I'm going to move on to horizontal right, box select all of these, and then click on the horizontal align right. So there you have it, left, center, and right, horizontal. Number 4 is vertical top, so box select these again. Now I'm actually going to use this panel over here really quickly, and it's saying vertical align top, so click on that and it should put them all over here. If it looks weird, it's totally fine. We're only lining things up at the top for now. Box select all these again for number 5, and we're going to click on vertical align center. Okay. Moving on to 6, vertical bottom, so box select all these and select this vertical align bottom. Okay, so now the distributing objects is also going to live with the align panel, but you're going to box select all these circles here. If you're using your properties panel, which is what I typically use, you can find it by clicking on these 3 dots and it'll show you more options. But again, if this is just how I work with properties, if you prefer the floating or collapse panel, you can click on it here and it should have the same options in the properties panel that we have in the properties panel here. So distribute objects, and it wants me to do center, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this. It's going to align, space out everything for you equally using the center as its midpoint. I'm going to come and box select these circles here, and it wants you to do the horizontal distribution center. So that would be this one right here. There we go. So with you knowing these, now we can actually fix these weird looking ones over here. So if you box select these, you can actually distribute these using the center, horizontal distribute center, or the vertical ones if you want to mess around with them. But these, I'm just going to do the horizontal distribute center. There we go. All right, I'm going to zoom out really quick. So using only the align commands, selecting 2 squares at a time, that's the key part, selecting 2 squares at a time. Get the squares below to match the small version on the right, which would be this one. So you would want to select 2 squares at a time. So I'm going to start with the blue and the yellow first. and I'm going to align them left. Okay, now I'm going to try the black and the pink one and do align right. Okay, I'm going to select the blue and the pink now and select vertical align top. And now select these two bottoms and align vertical align bottom. And there you have it. It just wants you to basically distribute them equally on all the corners here. Okay, moving on to number 2, using only the align command, center all items on this artboard horizontally. So you're going to select all of these. You're looking for the horizontal align. And it wants to make a face, so I'm going to click horizontal align center. And there you have it. Again, that was horizontal align center. And this one, using only the align commands, do the following. Select all objects at the same time. So we're going to select all of these. I'm holding down shift as I'm clicking through these. Click once on the large blue circle to make it the key object. So if I click on it, it's actually going to deselect it. So skip that one really quick. But we're going to look for the align menu, which we have here. Choose on the top right corner, show more options, choose align key object in the lower right corner. So it's this part right here, align to, and you want to click on align to key object. It has a little key in the center right there. And this is where you want to click on the blue circle. So you see that it has a red outline around it. So we're aligning things to the key object, which is this one now. And now it says click on the horizontal align left button. So horizontal align left would be this one. If you hover over the different options, it'll give you the name as well. So this is the one right here. I'm going to click on it and it should line everything up here. It says next click on the vertical align top button. So vertical align top. And it should look like this. Right, once you complete everything, you're going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to hit Don't Show Again and save on your computer. Remember, the location where, here is where you select your USB. I'm on my laptop, so it's not going to show up here, but let's pretend my desktop is my USB. And you're changing this format to Adobe PDF, and then you're going to hit Save and Save PDF. And you're going to upload the PDF version of this to Schoology, and that's going to be it.